Hello friends, this is Indian Princess. Earlier today I uploaded a short video about me upgrading my furnace to FC8. Along with the furnace, I also upgraded my infantry camp to FC8. And if you've been watching my videos, you already know that I already have Helios, infantry and marksman. Normally I save my upgrades for SVS, but this time we are all rushing our upgrades because we are preparing for Frostdragon. So this is an event that most people have been excited about. This is a new event in this particular states range, and in this video I'm going to be discussing about this event. This is the first time that I will be playing this event, so I don't have any first-hand experience of having played this event before. But I've been reading and researching a bit, so I'm just gonna share with you all the things that I found out about this event. States are divided into different zones, right from zone 1 onwards, and there are few states in each zone depending upon their fire crystal level and the level of development. So my state falls in zone 13, that is state 1043 to state 1108. So when we enter the Frostdragon battlefield, we will be fighting with players from this particular states range. This event is divided into phases. So first phase is Alliance Sign Up. In this phase, your alliance leaders can sign up your alliance. And once this phase is complete, the top 95 ranking alliances will qualify for this event. So basically this event is for the most powerful alliances of this particular states range. If you want to participate in this event, you need to be in one of the top 95 alliances in your zone. My alliance is currently rank 5. We have a good number of whales in our alliance, so it's going to be a battle to look forward to. I must mention one thing, that this event is primarily for spenders, so free-to-play players may not get to experience this event. And the Tyrant is usually a whale. Their name is listed here in the Hall of Fame. So this is the first Frostdragon event in this particular zone. So we don't have any Frostdragon Tyrant yet, but we will have one after this battle ends. So I'm going to briefly tell you what exactly this battle is about. If you tap on this tutorial icon over here, it will give you all the details that you need to know. So the Frostdragon battlefield is primarily divided into two areas. The central area is known as the Dragon Crypt, and the surrounding area is known as the border region. At the start of the battle, you will be teleported anywhere in the border region randomly, and the center opens 1 hour later. The central region, also known as the Dragon Crypt, is similar to the red zone of the castle. You cannot use shields in this particular area, and if your city burns even once, you get randomly teleported out of there. The central building in the crypt is known as the capital. In order to win this event, a player must maintain control over the central building. The player that controls the capital for the longest gets crowned as the Frostdragon Tyrant. And this is unlike your castle battle, in which your R5 decides who the president is going to be. Frostdragon Tyrant is determined by the occupation time, as simple as that. There are 4 other buildings surrounding the capital. These are known as spires, and controlling each one of these buildings gives certain bonuses to the whole alliance. I will be discussing these bonuses in the later part of the video. Now the interesting thing about these spires is that They have alternating phases of protection and vulnerability. When the spires are vulnerable, they are open to battle. Your alliance may fight for control of that particular spire. And once the 30-minute battle phase ends, the alliance that held control for the longest gets the bonuses from that particular spire. And they will have the bonus for entire 30 minutes as long as that particular spire is in protected mode. After the 30 minutes protection phase ends, that spire will be open to battle again. And alliances are free to battle over control on that spire, and whoever holds it for the longest in the next 30 minutes will get the bonus for the following 30 minutes. That's how these spires work. Another interesting part of the event is the Frostdragon Escorts. These appear in the border region. These are similar to mine patrols that you have in your Frostfire mine. These can be challenged individually, you can solo fight them, and defeating them will earn you Dragonites. These Dragonites can be used by your alliance leaders to unlock certain bonuses for your alliance. So basically, if you are not strong enough to fight in the Dragon Crypt, you can always help your alliance by defeating these escorts. Along with fighting those escorts, you have Dragonites that you can mine. This is similar to gathering from any gathering node. Similar to what you do in your Frostfire mine or just regular gathering. So mining these Dragonites also earns you valuable Dragonites for the Alliance and Frostdragon Battlefield personal points. So what exactly are these bonuses that can be unlocked with Dragonites? I will be discussing in the later part of this video, so keep watching. But the bottom line is that if you're not strong enough to fight in the Dragon Crypt, because you really need to be strong for the Dragon Crypt, but if you're not, you can always move to the border region and fight these Frostdragon Escorts or gather Dragonites to help your alliance. So this is the Frostdragon Battlefield Guide in a nutshell, the various parts of the battlefield and all the things that you can do. And finally, it is the whale who holds the capital the longest will get crowned as the Frostdragon Tyrant. Now I'm going to answer one important question, whether you have real troop losses in this event. I have been told by people from older states that the troop losses are real, but what I've read here about this event, it doesn't seem to be so. So let's have a look. This part gives you all the details, like the phase 1 is alliance sign up. We are currently in phase 1 and our alliances are signing up for this particular event. So the combined power of all the members of the alliance is taken into account, and the top 95 most powerful alliances qualify for this event. You need to be top 95 in power in your zone to be able to enter the Frostdragon battlefield. Phase 2 is combatant dispatch. So once your alliance is among the top 95 and selected for this event, your alliance leaders will select 60 people from your alliance and dispatch them for battle. The maximum member cap of alliances is 100 members, but only 60 can apply for this battle. So you need to be among the strongest people in this alliance for you to be sent to battle, which is why it is difficult for free-to-play players to enter this battlefield. Phase 3 is when you can start predicting who would win. And the final phase is phase 4, in which the battlefield opens. Initially, the border region opens, and 1 hour later, the central Dragon Crypt opens. That is when the capital becomes available for battle. And the spires, like I explained previously, they have alternating modes of 30 minutes vulnerability followed by 30 minutes protection. And while they are in protected mode, they offer their bonuses to the alliance that held it for the maximum duration during the 30 minutes battle phase. And like I also mentioned previously, you can fight the Frostdragon Escorts or Mine Dragonites, so your alliance gets these Dragonites. And these Dragonites can be exchanged for crystal skills. I'll be showing you shortly what exactly these crystal skills mean. And phase 5 is when the battle ends. That is when all participating states receive a rearmament bonus, which has increased healing speed and reduced healing costs, plus a lot of bonuses to the Frostdragon Tyrant state. So the next important part is to discuss the building details. As you know, the capital is the most important building, and control of this building will decide who the Frostdragon Tyrant is going to be. Apart from the capital, there are these 4 spires. These are the bonuses that they offer. And these are quite good boosts. Like if you look at the Life Spire, it gives you a 50% health boost for 30 minutes. And the Dragonbane Spire, it gives you 50% lethality boost for 30 minutes. These are the 2 most important spires. Apart from that, there are the Shield Spire and the Blade Spire. These spires give you defense bonus and attack bonus respectively. So alliances may battle for control of these spires and enjoy these boosts for 30 minutes once they gain control of that particular spire. And once the 30-minute protection phase expires, the spire becomes open to battle again, and you'll have to battle for control once again. Moving on to crystal skills. When you defeat Frostdragon Escorts or Mine Dragonite ores from the border region, your alliance leaders can use them to exchange for these skills for your entire alliance. Now these skills are short-lived. They are active only for 10 minutes. But they are still very useful, and there are a lot of crystal skills. And you can really help your alliance if you collect Dragonites by defeating Frostdragon Escorts or mine them from the border region. So you would have a really important contribution towards your alliance even if you're not fighting in the Dragon Crypt. Each of the skills has a certain cooldown period after which it can be activated again. Now coming to the other details about this event. This is the most important part because this will answer that question whether you lose troops for real during this event or not. So looking at the battle rules, similar to Foundry or Frostfire Mine. Basically you cannot have troops deployed outside your city or in your infirmary. You cannot have reinforcements already before entering the Frostdragon battlefield. Now point number 3 here is very important. It says that you shall have unlimited infirmary capacity during the battle, but your healing cost and duration will be standard. The infirmary capacity shall return to its original once you leave the battlefield, but with the additional injured retained in the infirmary. The key word here is retained. So like say you have an infirmary capacity of 200k and you have like 500k injured. And if you decide to leave the battlefield, your 500k injured in the Frostdragon battle will be retained in your infirmary. They will not perish. However, once you leave the battlefield, if you injure any new troops, they will perish. So from what I understand after reading this, there should not be any real troop losses. Now point number 4, it is basically similar to your castle battle. You can attack other players. But if you attack their cities, you will end up losing troops. But if you only battle over the capital or the spires, you will have only severely injured troops. Rule number 5 is also similar to castle battle, only one squad can be deployed. Rule number 6 is new. You can actually speed up your rally. I've never seen rally speed ups being used in the game, so maybe this is the first time I will see that. Rule number 7 is also very important. Like you can actually plunder cities during SVS, you cannot do that on Frostdragon Battlefield. I would suggest avoid attacking cities of other players unless you're very strong. Because just like in Foundry, you're not going to get any resources, you're not going to get any kills, and you will end up losing your own troops in attacking other players. So if you're a whale, definitely you would want to attack weaker players and zero them so they cannot join the rallies of their whales. But if you're not a whale, I would suggest do not attack other players, because that is the only way you will lose troops. You won't lose troops while fighting for the spires or for the capital. But you will lose troops if you attack cities of other players. And you will get neither resources nor kills. So I don't see any point in doing that. Rule number 8 says that barricades burn much faster, similar to what happens in Foundry. If you burn in the border region, your barricade will melt quickly and you will be randomly teleported to another location in the border region. This is good in a way because it automatically takes your city away from the attacker. If you burn in the Dragon Crypt, your city will be immediately teleported to a random location in the border region. Basically, one defensive defeat is all it takes to get your city removed from the Dragon Crypt immediately. Which is why you need to be reasonably strong to survive in the Dragon Crypt. Rule number 9 says that you are free to leave the Frostdragon battlefield and you can return after 10 minutes, similar to what you can do in Foundry. Except that you won't get the automatic healing that you get in Foundry. And presidential titles, other buffs, all those things, they take effect normally on the Frostdragon battlefield. So these are basically the battle rules. So I believe I was able to help you understand this event, about the structure of the battlefield and the battle rules, about the different buildings, about the bonuses they offer, and just in a nutshell about what this battle is about. So if you are participating in this Frostdragon Tyrant event, I hope you have a good time. And one more very important thing that I want to tell you, please gather as many resources as you can. I myself have all my 6 queues gathering right now in both my main and farm account. That is because you really need a lot of resources to heal. So just gather your resources. That is probably the only preparation you need to do right now. And of course, try to have full upgrades. So I've really tried to explain about this event to the best of my understanding. Like I said, I have no experience in this event, so maybe I'm wrong on a few things. I really don't know, but I'm going to experience this event and I'm definitely going to share my experience with you. Maybe I will try to live stream this particular event from Zone 13. I'm not exactly sure how live stream works. I've never done that before, but I'll try to figure something out and I'll see if I can do a live stream of Frostdragon Battlefield of Zone 13. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Thanks for watching.